When it comes to healthcare, America is much different than all the other developed nations. And the only nation that treats healthcare as not a fundamental human right, but as unregulated, profit-oriented business, because that explains why the profit-oriented healthcare business makes everything very expensive in America. To understand that, I have to take you to India to show you an example. India, by the way, has become like America in certain ways. The malls are decked and ooze Christmas spirit. Just like in America, there are corporate hospitals that can provide healthcare with state-of-the-art medical technology. In one of those hospitals is where my father had his knee replacement surgery. This is my father's knee that is being replaced, and the artificial knee prosthesis that replaced my father's knee was made by DePuy, a company part of Johnson & Johnson from America. The cost was $8,000, including hospital admission the day before surgery, 4 days of hospital stay in a private room, and 2 weeks of physical therapy at home.
But if the same surgery was done in America, it would have costed more than $50,000. How about the cost in some of the other developed nations? Even though it is the same or similar artificial knee prosthesis that's used in other countries, it is still very expensive in America compared to the other countries. It's not just the artificial knees that are expensive. Everything is expensive in America.
Take these pedicle screws that are used to fix problems of the spine. A screw in India costs 3 to 5 times less than a screw in America. It's not because the Indian screws or Korean screws or Japanese screws are smaller than the American screws. The way the system in America is, the manufacturing companies charge a lot of money for the same size screws, get paid, and get away with it. When your spine gets screwed in America, your wallet gets screwed too.
If you were wondering why it is so expensive, listen to one of the sales representative of Spinal Instrumentation Company who knows the inside truth. Tell me why you think the devices are very expensive in America as opposed to other European countries.
I think primarily from my perspective that the government set the pricing overseas, and the United States government allows the market to determine the price. And in the United States, it doesn't. There's no restrictions as far as pricing is concerned. Implant might cost $50 to manufacture, but there's a significant amount of R&D that's required, and also surgical support and marketing activities that are not incorporated into the cost. So this implant will cost $50 to make, or even closer to $5 to make at times, and it can be marked up, 10 times the amount. So it can be marked up 10 times the amount or 100 times the amount. So you might have a $50 implant that costs $5,000.
No wonder Americans can't afford healthcare compared to other developed countries.
How do the companies make the surgeons use these costly treatments and devices? You take them to Miami.
If you're not into sun and skin or the fast vibe of Miami, no problem.
How about sunny and slow Cancun, where you can rest and relax on beaches of white sand? Or beach is not your cup of tea? No problem. There's always Vegas. You can drink and dance the night away. If you're not into dance club because you're a gentleman, no problem there either. You will be treated like one in a gentleman's club. Whatever happened that night, you probably won't remember by morning. Even if you remember, you know the golden rule. Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But all this has come to a screeching halt. Government has put brakes on the wild ride for doctors.
If you think the device manufacturers are greedy, wait till you get a sense of how greedy and ruthless the health insurance and the pharmaceutical industries in America are. Instead of helping the patients to survive or to alleviate the suffering of the patients, the uncontrolled greed of these two pathogens is eating away at the American healthcare.